EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down he goes. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it? Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Second and 3. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yaya Diaby buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here we go, here we go. 79, touch the Eagles, touch the Eagles. Ready.
Back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he's taken down inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
They'll look to throw now on first down. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Hey, 133.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
12 yards. Complete to Bucky Irving.
Alert!
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Second and 10.
Real. Point it right. Kings, get up.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Down the sideline he goes. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now first and 10. Once again, it's Irving. He will push his way down to about the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Here's second and 7. Mayfield to throw it. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a first and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Irving is in for a touchdown. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Brings up 2nd and 16.
7 Pirates, 19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors, 17.
Looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Backfield empty here. It's 3rd and long.
60 down. Let's go now. Count to 60. Count to 60.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
16 yards.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Not 19.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
70 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Brings up third down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
They'll run. This is Bayshore Tootin. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Partner, how many times do we talk to people before a game and they talk about how toughness is going to win? But we just saw it on that play. 6 defensive backs in the game. Their dime package. They run the draw with all these big people coming downfield. They found a way to get in there, an undersized defense, and win that play.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. Result is a first down.
Run. Check. Pistol. King. Regular.
Mayfield on play action. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jalen Walker. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Mayfield looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Point it right. Up.
Now Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19,
And now an audible here into something else.
60 Maverick. Trap 60. 19 tight. Let go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Get it. 19 tight. Tiger, 19.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
19 Lions, 60 Eagles, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Buffalo 18, Viking 18. 18, Rattler, Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Folks' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And touchdown! A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now Folk for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score our home team 17, visitors 7.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Baker going to give it to Irvin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's good. We're up first down.
Down the right sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
First and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Brings up 4th down.
Hey, alert 33. Real. Point it right.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
70 Ranger. Dragon 60.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That one downfield for Dotson. And got his man complete. And what a big-time play there. And even 50 yards.
Complete to Jahan Dotson.
Cup 19.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throw right side complete to Dotson. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A gain of 11 on the play. Results in a 1st down.
Hey, alert, King.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Regular. Run, 180. Up.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a touchdown. Jalen McMillan, 67 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
19-18. 79 Broncos.
They're going to look to throw. Complete, it's Dodson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
70 Lions. Warriors 70, Dragon 60.
They're going to try and throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
19 Tiger.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
60 Bobcat.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
7, Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. And they do get get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw here. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That is caught. McMillan with it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Pass taken in. That has been tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Now 1st and goal. They'll run with Irving. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Bucky Irving, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
and touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 average, 60 average. Let's go.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors 70.
He's back to throw. Open man, that's Campbell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Cup 19. Cup Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
19 tight. 19 tight. 60 average. 60 average.
Back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Going right side here, and that's complete.
On the ball now.
This one's had a season's worth of throws already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Baker. Completes to the Joker. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here comes 2nd down.
180! Pistol. Play it right. Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now Mayfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
19, 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
They'll look to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Well, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. We'll get this out to Tootin. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the home team here, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.